That's the zeros.
Here.
The president.
Yeah, everybody left again.
And then looking at all 30.
156
Of this slide. Yeah. So this is the first adjustment we're going to talk about. And this one comes from Mr. Burgess's original report. And to summarize this adjustment, this is a key on timing adjustment, and we're going to show that the key on, the actual turn of the vehicle, occurs about 3 seconds before that time gets registered in the infotainment. So the time we see is basically stale by 3 seconds.
Hi. Let me make him talk faster.
How you doing, Hong Kong?
Computers turn on. When you say key on, you mean a physical key or could be a push button to turn the car on? In this case, it's a button. I refer to key on because generally that event is considered the key on in vehicle parlance, regardless of whether there's a physical key or it's a push button. So those 3 seconds mean what?
I don't know if I can watch this guy anymore.
Pushing that button and 3 seconds.
I don't know if I can watch this guy anymore. He drives me nuts.
It means that when we're trying to use the timestamps, the key switch adjustment at 3 seconds, because if we're going to use the value,
story.
Most reasonable,
So what
that's
happened?
the one shown in testing. But we should also do the entire analysis without it, in case we feel that that's the most appropriate. So, in fact, that's what I do, and we'll show is I ran the analysis both ways, with and without, to be as conservative as possible. What do we look at Burgess's report or your report? That is his report. Everything on the left-hand side of the slide comes from Mr. Burgess's report. So the 3 second delay was noted in his report? It was noted. Did he apply the 3 seconds in his analysis? He did not. Did he indicate in his report why he ignored that 3 second delay?
You think there's only going to be... You think, Miss T, you think there's going to be only 2 more days with this, you think? Why do you say that?
Sustain us to that question.
I'll rephrase it.
Strike the answer.
Did he indicate in his report the reason that he did not apply the 3 second correction? He did not. When you do apply the 3 second correction, what do you come up with?
The 3 second thing is so annoying.
26 seconds from the end of the recording. So the positive 26 second window, if we only apply the 3 second key on, grows to positive 29 seconds. If you apply the same 3 seconds to the trigger event time, now what does the gap? That gap would grow to a positive 34 seconds.
I don't get it. I'm fast forwarding. I can't take this guy anymore. I'm sorry.
You could open that up, please. You were asked about whether the window is within the time frame of 12:32:09, the last user interaction with the phone.
No, over here. Hold on, we're over here.
Instead of at the end of the 3-point turn event, so that it might be your characterization, it would change the total number of possibilities. So if we put up chart 12, page 12, please. If you were wrong about the infotainment to iPhone analysis, and those first 5 should not be considered, which part of your chart would now be wrong? What do we have?
So ridiculous.
12 lines on the chart.
Why is it wrong?
I'm sorry, yeah. We have 12 lines on the chart. If we decided to eliminate the lines that are based on the calls when the vehicle was off, we would be left with 4 lines on the chart. And if we turn to 14, please. You could enlarge, no, I don't think you can enlarge it. If your analysis about infotainment to iPhone was wrong, you would agree those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns should not be there, should they? No, the positive 16 stays, the negative 21 stays, 1, 2, 8, and 20 would go away. So we'd lose 4 lines from this chart. And the negative 16 line, that comes from information at 5:30 a.m. the next morning. Correct. And you would agree that that distance is not as accurate as queuing it from the 3-point turn event 11:62:1.
My knee hurts.
The 3-point turn is closer in time than the call at 5:30.
Listen to crime as well and music at the same time.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of day. Losing sleep at night.
How's everybody
I
doing?
am not okay. I'm hanging on the rail. So if I say I'm fine, just just know I learned to hide it well.
I don't remember numbers, but I have ADHD.
I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay.
I got a lot of clean
We're
patch on
all
this leg.
gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed, had the devil on my back, and voices in my head. Some days it ain't all bad, some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in that dirt. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done,
This morning,
I'm not okay,
I was knocked out with
but
this
it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. Gonna be alright.
Where's my timer?
Gonna
Let me
be
go.
alright. I know one day we'll see the other side.
If you have any
The
information
pain will wash away
that's not spot on,
in a holy water tide,
no, I didn't.
and we all gonna be alright.
Then the head of the thing,
I know I can't be the only one
that's not spot on.
who's holding on for dear life.
So when you look at that, for example,
But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay,
Yes.
but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all
Welcome,
gonna be
Christina.
alright. I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright.
I'm in pain, but
yes, based on Mr. Burgess's main report, and based on the
Let's
data
see
that
how
you
long
don't
it lasts.
contest, you now agree that 154 was not.
I don't know if
You know I want you.
I might go to the ER in a couple of days.
Based on how
It's not a
Mr. Burgess
secret
presents
I
this, I didn't do an
tried to
independent analysis. So
I know
I'm
you
not on
want
one
me,
side with Mr. Burgess or one side with Dr. Welcher. They
so
present
don't you
independent
say
methods.
in our
Suggesting
hands
in any
of
way
time. You claim it's not in the cards, fate is pulling your
Are you
minds
suggesting it
away
is in any
and
way
out of reach
inaccurate?
from me.
I'm going
But you're
along with
here in my heart, so
I
who
don't
can
have
stop
any
me
opinions
if
as to
I
The
decide
medications I'm
that
taking
you're
are not
my
working.
destiny?
And Tylenols not good for the liver.
Any information
Not
that
to
you
the,
have
not good for the kidneys as well.
the accuracy of those
Say you were made to be mine.
turn to the
Nothing
previous
could
the
keep
accuracy of the data that's
us
broken down.
apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find.
The
It's up
154
to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the
Yes.
world could be ours tonight.
Consider that this was a more detailed study of that time stamp by Mr. Burgess,
more detailed is yes.
right? More detailed analysis of this, why it wasn't in the original PowerPoint.
No, I don't.
You said that variance was going to be accepted, right? But then you were report suggesting numbers in addition. Submitted that report. Part of the basis of the
I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you're mine? Everything keeps us apart. And I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me. When everyone tells us what we can
Harper. Welcome back.
How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were meant to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart. 'Cause you are the one I was meant to find.
Oh,
It's up to you,
cereal.
and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars?
I love cereal.
To be
I'm getting my meds ready. My anxiety meds, my depression
You were asked
meds,
just a second ago
and pain meds.
about all the textual events that you noted
not a secret
on
I
Ms.
tried.
Reed's SUV, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Brennan asked you about
Can't
specific
have
textual events
you
at around 5:07 in the morning, whether you had something like that committed to memory, correct?
Yes.
You said, I don't have them all committed to memory, right?
I don't.
What did you say after that? Because there's how many?
You don't take them home, man.
There's 19
Lonely road, take me home, take me
After
home.
1162.
They also help with
The
allergies.
number after
I'ma go
1162.
downtown.
I don't have the exact number.
Been in a long time. I'm taking back Sundays since you took away my life.
You don't have anxiety no more?
Couple songs that I'd rewrite. Start over like Mondays.
You didn't do nothing.
See, I heard the devil wears Prada, but I couldn't read the tags. And your heart started showing when I seen you mad. But I wait for you, cause this is not the face I knew. I probably could have said this, but instead I let us crash. Cause I don't trust no one to love me back, but she say I do. And this is not the place for you. Lonely road, take me home to the place that we went wrong. Where'd you go now? Cause there it goes down, and I'm still here, all alone. When the days feel long and the nights get cold, and I'm thousands of miles away. I use alcohol just to feel that home. Will our home ever be the same? I hear the devil bears Prada, but I couldn't read the tags. And your horn starts showing when I see you mad, but I wait for you. 'Cause this is not the face I knew. And I probably could have said this, but instead I let us crash. 'Cause I don't trust no one to love me back, but you say I do. And this is not the
How you
place
think,
for you.
Christina?
Lonely road, take me home.
We don't talk about age, it's just a warning.
That we went wrong. Where'd you go now?
I'm 32.
Stand it goes down. I'm still here, all alone.
Because anybody that's a minor, you know, it's just for their protection. We don't talk about age.
Solve all our money problems, man.
Your analysis was based
She
on
didn't know.
the time span. Let me rephrase
What about you, my
that. Was your
brother's
analysis based on Mr. Burgess's and Mr. Welcher's
Look out for me tomorrow,
analysis?
then.
And I don't think it's Rex.
You leaving already?
Thank you.
And if you could salvage my soul, would you sacrifice this life to not die alone?
And the lock event.
Cause even the palace ain't home without you. So I might leave here soon, but I wanna leave you this song.
Bedtime already? It's 11:05 here. I don't got a bedtime. Not here. It's 11:06. I'm live every day. I'll be alive. I'm still here. All right, take care. Oh, it's still bright outside. Yeah, I'm in. Well, I'm on the other side of the country. How did the MRI go?
All of them would reflect a scenario in which no interaction took
MRI was Friday. I got the results
That's
soon.
correct. If you were told, I'll give you another hypothetical, if you were told that there was a Doppler state event on the phone, pocket state event on the phone, would that impact?
Yeah, I never pressed the panic button.
You were asked several questions about what you believe Mr. Burgess may have gotten wrong in terms of original analysis dealing with bits and bytes. Do you recall that? Yes. Did Mr. Burgess?
Did they give you music to listen to?
And I'm not speaking.
Why was that? They asked me
I'm
what
sorry,
artists I
I'll
want to
raise my
listen
voice. I just don't
to.
want to scream over people, but I will raise my voice.
Let's try this for a few minutes.
May I start again?
That question, yes.
Thank you. You were asked about whether or not you believe that Mr.
I just
Burgess
told
was
him-
incorrect.
I just saw him put Miley
In terms of
Cyrus.
certain analyses he undertook or reflected.
I listened to
in his
6 songs
original
of
report back
hers.
in January of 2025, correct? Correct. As it relates to the bits and bytes.
And they were
did you
good
find
songs
Mr.
too.
Burgess was incorrect or correct about his analysis concerning the size of the data set collected based on bits versus bytes?
He was incorrect.
Explain that to the jurors very briefly.
These are just different units. A bit is a different size than a byte. And so if a size for something is listed in bits, for example, and you look at the data and assume it's in bytes, you will assume it's the wrong size.
Which Mr. Burgess did. based
She
on
was
your review
actually
of his
my
report,
first
correct?
celebrity crush, Miley.
I want to change gears and ask a different question.
I like
a
to
series of questions
party.
about
My
the
name is
text stream
Miley.
data versus the infotainment system data, specifically
This
the
is our
timestamps
song.
associated therewith.
This is song.
Is
and
there a
we
timestamp
can
associated with text stream data?
In this case, no.
Okay. Is there a timestamp associated with infotainment system data?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm listening to this case, Karen Reed
The
versus the
infotainment
state,
system data.
the state of
Well, let me ask
Massachusetts
it, let me see
versus
if I can ask it a
Karen
different
Reed.
way. Where did the 3-second delay come
It's the
from?
mistrial.
Your analysis of Mr. Burgess's review of the times of the text stream data, or his review of the infotainment?
I don't think 3 seconds matters much in this situation.
It does matter, in my opinion.
The 3 seconds came, well, fundamentally it came from the exemplar.
Guys,
testing,
don't forget to like
where
and
he
subscribe.
identified, and he was actually, well, Aperture collectively in that testing identified a difference between when the button was pushed and the time that showed up in the infotainment. But they didn't actually look at, as far as I know, or at least it wasn't provided if they did, how that specifically related to the key on timer itself. But they showed that the button is pushed, there's a 3-second delay, and then the time gets locked.
When that button is pushed,
Yeah, I listened to that too.
infotainment system. I'm going to phrase it in. I'm as good as I can.
I don't think
When
it's
that button is
huge,
pushed,
Miss
the
T.
on event, the key on event, is that like a stopwatch?
To me, 3 seconds matter.
Stopwatch starts running?
Every second matters.
In the VCH system, yes.
Okay. Separate and apart from the VCH system, is there an infotainment system that also has a timer or clock?
It has a clock,
Are those two things independent of one another?
completely independent.
What were you doing with regard to the 3-second delay as it relates to the key on event and the infotainment system event to marry those two things together?
Right. I'm making the adjustment, or proposing that adjustment can be made, because the key on timer is going to start generally as soon as the vehicle powers on. But the infotainment, when you go and download the data, it will say, hey, I think I powered on at this time, and it turns out that time is actually 3 seconds off. So if you're going to then apply the infotainment time anywhere else to VCH data, you've got to realign the two. And that's where the 3 seconds comes from, is these are independent data sources.
Did Mr. Burgess, to your review of his, insofar as your review of his
Oh, my leg.
analysis, his
This
report,
leg has been hurting the last couple of days.
align the two,
I have a patch there, a lidocaine patch.
With court's permission, may we have slide 10?
Because I tried to put it in my neck, but it didn't work.
That
So
is, we talked a lot about PowerPoints of Mr. DeSogra's PowerPoint. Can you highlight the table on the left, Mr. Wolf? Thank you. Did you create this table?
No,
Was this table, I don't know if you call it cut and paste or if there's some better engineering term for it, was it basically pulled from Mr. Burgess's report?
It was a
Did you type-
screenshot.
Thank you, screenshot. Did you type a single word on this?
I did not. I added a green box.
Put a green box around it.
Yes.
You didn't type anything.
How you add a green
I did not.
box? I'm confused.
You were asking 20 questions just a few minutes ago about whether or not the column on the left and the center column were reflective of an infotainment timestamp versus an iPhone to iPhone timestamp, correct?
That's right.
I don't have an iPhone. I have an
A bunch of
Android.
questions about that left column being an iPhone timestamp, at least the top 5 rows of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. You know that?
Yes.
Read the name that Mr. Burgess labeled that column.
Infotainment call timestamps.
So what, as an expert, what did you presume he, as an expert, was presuming?
I've always done it.
What did you presume that meant to you, just to you?
Well, you have a
timestamps
Motorola.
from
Mine's a
the
Samsung.
So if,
The one that
if
flips.
anything is wrong with your
That's all I'm
analysis,
saying.
Not fold. The fold is
would
like
it
a
be
book.
based on Mr.
Mine
Burgess
flip.
being wrong in his analysis?
I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Let me throw this out and clean this. I like to do this.
Yeah, just a moment, Your Honor.
Sure. You need the light on?
I don't. And we can pull that down. What was your entire analysis predicated on? What was it based on? Explain your analysis to the three beneficiaries.
The testing by Aperture and the collective reports and PowerPoint presentations by Aperture. That would be an initial report by Mr. Burgess, an initial PowerPoint by Dr. Welcher, and a supplemental report by Mr. Burgess.
Did you change any of their data?
No,
Did you change any of their
I'm
analysis?
back, guys.
No.
I just went to get a water.
Change their analysis?
yes.
Sustained ask it.
Sure.
Uh,
What were you trying to do?
I got a headache.
In your PowerPoint and the presentation to the school?
There were a number of different methodologies presented across all of those reports and PowerPoints, and sort of all in different places. So my goal was to bring all of them into one place so we could look at the totality of the data.
You were asked whether the genesis of your analysis relies on knowing the source of the calls, correct? Remember being asked that by Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
The actual genesis of your entire opinion.
I think she's getting locked up.
I don't think she's gonna locked up.
Correct?
Guys, I think that she's getting locked up this time.
That's correct.
Cause I'm locked up,
You
they
also
won't
asked-
let me out.
Why you believe Mr. Burgess did a quote-unquote more detailed report in May versus January of 2025. Remember being asked that just a few minutes ago?
Yes.
They won't let me out.
When you presented
I'm
your
locked
analysis,
up,
your
they
math,
won't let me out.
based
No.
on Mr. Burgess's January 2025 report,
Yes,
how
Bob.
many
I think so.
other scenarios indicated based on his data and his analysis that the lock event occurred after the texting?
All of them.
There's too much info.
That's all I have, Ron.
All right, Mr. Brennan.
I go back. Hold on.
2025 report. How, based on Mr. Burgess's January 2025 report,
I don't think they'll find a bill. I vote not
of the
guilty.
scenarios indicated based on his data and his analysis that the lock event occurred after the texting?
All of them.
Thank you. That's all I have, Ron.
All right, Mr. Brennan.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna come
opinion,
back after
you can't
midnight,
fake-
guys.
You can't fake.
Bye.
You can't fake a. You can't.